Hello, my name is Julian Brinkley, and today we're going to be covering my project briefly, which is called UDrive Bad Riff on BMW's iDrive. This video is intended to be a little short demonstration of the current functionality that's been implemented and as a supplement to what I'll be bringing into class. So let's go ahead and get started. I've called it UDrive as sort of a bad riff on BMW's iDrive system. I'll probably just leave it that way. I think the name at this point is pretty much irrelevant. The system as it stands has been implemented using a model view model design pattern, or MVVM, using the Prism design guidance from Microsoft Patterns and Practices. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, and as we can see, I've already created one user account for myself, Julian Brinkley. Then we have a create account button and a guest user button. The system as it stands is very minimally styled. It is probably not going to look much like this at all once I'm done, but I'm not doing the UI until all the functionality has been implemented. But let's go ahead and create an account. So I'm going to upload an image. It's an image of a friend of mine. I'm sure he won't mind. I think this was for Halloween, but let's just call him test user. And we have a plain text password field so that I can actually see what I'm entering. Okay. This takes us to a hub screen. Again, this is very minimally styled. As it stands, this is the only roughly out-of-the-box UI that I've used, even though I've changed the underlying code of this. So let's go ahead and go to the media player. And we have some basic buttons. All of these are operational other than the search and radio. So playlist, create playlist, and import audio. Audio has already been imported into the system, so I'm not going to re-import these. This middle section here is basically a list of the current songs that are in the current playlist. So we're going to go ahead and load up a song and then play it. Mozart. Let's go ahead and stop that. This load button is going to be removed. This basically is being used to load the audio file, given that I'm going to be extending the system, so it's kind of helpful to have this here at this point. Obviously, it's not going to be necessary once the system is fully implemented, but given that I'm getting ready to add the effective response functionality, it's kind of helpful to have that. Up top on our top app bar, we have some placeholder navigation buttons. These all work, but they're basically placeholders. This is going to be changed as well. Okay, so we've looked at the import audio. We also have a create playlist section, but we're not going to do that. But we can go ahead and create a playlist. That actually does work. So let's just call it playlist test. Something along those lines. I'm not displaying this or doing any type of response because this section is going to be completely changed, so I don't want to get too into the weeds on that. And then we basically have another section that actually lists, our playlists. I'm also going to change the UI here, so I haven't gone through the trouble of, building in scrolling functionality and things like that. So, but that is that. Let's go ahead and back up a little bit. So we're going to stop and we're going to run this one more time. So, as we can see, we have two user accounts. We have a create account button. We can also proceed as a guest user. That account does not have any administrative privileges. So, and for the most part, that is that. Everything else I will discuss in class. Thank you.